I think, are we live? I think we are. Say hi when you're on here. Let me know if you're new and say hey. I couldn't be more excited about today. I have to tell you. Let me make sure that's out of the way. Turn off my phone. Hold on. Turn this down. Okay. Make sure my friends don't start texting me, which sometimes happens. Um, hey everyone. This is the second time today I've gone live. I just got the thumbs up from the Sue Crafter. I do have to grab one thing. Hi Diana. Let me grab one thing off the printer. I forgot to grab it. Hold on. Okay. I had labels in there. It printed on labels. Oh well. Hi Wendy Jean. Wendy Jean's going to work. There's the Sue Crafter. He gives me a thumbs up. Exciting day. Today, we opened the My Pretty Things online store. My very first collection of my own products, and I am so excited. So, if you were a guest at the Nashville Craft Retreat this summer, you got the first sneak peek and you got the first goodies because we used it as one of the workshop kits. And that's pretty much how it all came about. For years, I've been dreaming about, and as a crafter thinking, well, I would do this and I would do that. And if I had to do it, like how would I do it? And trying sometimes to offer my ideas or suggestions to other companies. And, they don't always want to hear what you have to say. So, and for years, I have been kind of collecting information quietly behind the scenes, what are the best companies to use in the craft industry, the stamps that I like the best, the very best stamps. Wendy Jean says she loves her bag. Isn't it so cute? Wendy Jean was at the craft retreat, kind of gathering the intel when I knew there was a really good quality stamp set that I love, for instance, from one of my favorite companies, Sweet November Stamps. And I have a relationship with T and Amy. Hi, Laura Stahl. I have a relationship with T and Amy, and I finally just said, can I ask what company you use for your stamps? And they shared it with me. And then, you use another stamp from another company that's the best quality, has the most perfect lines, and you ask and they're using the same company. So I've been gathering that intel, and I've had all these ideas, and one of my favorite companies closed their doors a couple of years ago. And I absolutely loved these little critters that they had an illustrator do for them. And hi Donna Reynolds, thank you. I know, I'm so excited. And so I've been trying to contact her for 2 years now. And because I miss reverse confetti and these adorable critters. And finally she got, hi Cindy. And Cindy, did you put in an order today on the new company? I think she did, and so it's in the mail already, because anybody who placed an order today, their order got out in the mail. And so thank you very, very much for the bottom of my heart. And so anyway, that's kind of how it came about. And I decided I wanted a very specific kind of set for the Nashville Craft Retreat for a workshop, and I couldn't get anybody to design it for me. And so finally I said, I'm going to do it myself. And there you go. Yep, Cindy put in. Cindy, biggest order of my day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so you got a little extra, just a little thank you extra in your bag. Everybody who placed an order did. And so you should get it like in a day or two, because it went out today. So coming USPS. So that's kind of how it came about. So everybody at the Nashville Craft Retreat for swag received this adorable jute bag. Look, it has a canvas pocket, and it's actually on the inside, it's like plastic coated. so that just a very thin coating so that it's kind of water resistant. And that's what they got swag in. And so I have put all of the goodies for the release in here. But first I thought I'd, show you all this stuff, and we'll get back to this. So let's move all this out of the way so that I can just kind of, well, thank you for your order, Cindy. I really, really appreciate it. Like, all of the support in the industry. And I tell you, I know Nashville to Knoxville will be quick, big time. The companies, the other craft companies, that really means a lot when those people are coming out and saying congratulations, the people that you've used their products, and Catherine Pooler and Nicole Peterson from Picket Fence Studios, and Michelle Curry and Libby Hicks from Pink and Maine, and I'm trying to remember who else, like, these other company owners small business owners who you've used their products, and then they say congratulations. That really means a lot. So thank you to everyone, all of the kind words and all of the well wishes. So, and we're going to do 2 giveaways tonight, and you never know when I'm going to do them. So you have to be on, the live to win. And so let's go through it. There are 4 stamp sets in this release. And here is the stamp set that started it all. See you at the beach. And hi, Zoe. Zoe was part of the dream team at the Nashville Craft Retreat this year. Fantastic mixed media class she taught. I absolutely loved getting to know her and, becoming good friends. And I'm going to miss her because she's going overseas for her brother's wedding, when the craft retreat is going on. So we'll miss her, but hopefully we'll get her back the next year. So, and hi, Crazy Cat Lady. And so Zoe created, you have to go look because I have uploaded pictures onto the store site. Zoe created some adorable cards. So thank you, Zoe. I appreciate it. So this is See You at the Beach. It's a 6x8 stamp set, a really large one. It was the only way I could get in everything that I wanted. And as a stamper and crafter, thanks, Wendy Jean, I want what I want. And so this is what started it all. I wanted a hippie bus going to the beach. And then I wanted some of my favorite little critters going. And I have to tell you, as a crafter, I really try to think through how we do things. And I want to give you everything that I want. And so these little critters, I don't want you to lose them as a little individual stamp. So I had the company leave them all in one. So you just pull this whole stamp off and you stamp them all. If you don't want them, fine. You don't have to use them all. However, you won't lose them this way. It's all one stamp set. Okay. And then I wanted the cute little face for the sun. And I wanted these flowers. These are all grouped together because you can stamp them on the surfboard. You can stamp them on the hippie bus, or I want options. There's individual flowers, so you can use them for different things. You have the cute little lion with the surfboard, the palm tree, and the cute little tiger. And then we have C, and these sentiments kind of tuck into these different, these smaller sentiments tuck into the bigger sentiments. So long time no see you at the beach, vitamin C, see you soon. And then this one, high tides, good vibes. And this, I'll have to show you in a minute, stamps perfectly. I sized it so that it would fit right on the side of the bus. How cute is that? And there's a surfboard already on top of the bus. So, oh, and also sending good vibes. Okay. So, that's how they all work together. So if we have time, I'll stamp that and I'll show you how that works. I know Zoe said she even forgot about this. This is like the whole reason that it all came about. So we have coordinating dies. Here's what I love about the company I'm using for the dies. They come already snipped apart, and they come already on the backer page, snipped apart. And here's what's cool. There's a little outline. So you know how lots of times you're putting your dies back on, you can't figure out how they go, and you know, you get all confused. There's a little line that shows you exactly where each piece goes. Now, I know there's one stamp set for the little critter heads. However, because I had this manufactured in a different factory, because of course there are no US die manufacturers anymore, I had to go overseas. They were really good in telling me, well, it's not good when you have your stamps produced at another company, because I produce everything I can when I find a manufacturer in the United States. So my stamps, paper, stencils, let me think, stamps are all produced in the United States. But I had to go overseas for the dies because nobody produces them in the US anymore. But they were good enough to say, we shouldn't leave it as one piece, because when the stamps are manufactured somewhere else, they may not line up correctly. So they were good enough to tell me that, and that's why these are separate. But these do match up well enough for the flowers. So we have individual flowers, and then look, you know, because I want what I want, I have all the little sentiments. We have a die for all that. So there's a die for everything except for the little face, because that goes in the sun. Okay. So love that. And there's only 1 millimeter, I believe. We only left 1 millimeter white space, so you don't have a great big gap, because that was important to me also. So the name of my company is My Pretty Things, but I thought it was fun to change the name for each product. So we have My Pretty Dies, My Pretty Stamps, My Pretty Stencils, My Pretty Pens, but don't get confused, because the name is actually My Pretty Things. But it's fun to change it and you know, kind of be whimsical with it. So we have the 6x8 stamp set, See You at the Beach. And I love that font. And by the way, that die, where is it? Look, it cuts out all the little bits and bobs. So it's a very clean graphical cut. I love that. That's important to me. So and these are new sets, so I don't want to get them mixed up. Then we have BFFs, Beach Friends Forever. And this was inspired by Diana, my BFF, because we went on vacation together to the beach this spring, and it was so much fun. And I was working on all of this when we were on vacation. So this is BFFs, Beach Friends Forever. And we have some more of these cuties, and they're at the beach playing in the sand. And you have to look, because Zoe and Andrea Shell was part of the dream team also. The most adorable cards. I haven't even had time to color these up and play with them myself. So you have to go see their samples, because they are so cute. Hi, Jackie. I know. I'm so excited. Did you go look at all the things? So it's so fun. And 2 trees. And then look, there's your Beach Friends Forever. You're My BFF. Miss You. Sandy Toes, Sun-Kissed Nose. Hey there. Hello. And there's your friend. And then we have the coordinating die cuts. And look how the friend cuts out too, just like the word. So cute. And all these sentiments also. Seriously cute. BFFs, Beach Friends Forever. And then I have to tell you about this one. This one came about because I first had this, a 5-layer wave layered die set. And this is called Layered Waves Die. It's big. These are, I believe, a little over 6 inches, maybe a little over 5.5. I'd have to measure it again. 5 different cuts that you can layer up, use them as stencils, or I die cut one. I've actually die cut several because I love to play with it. Here's one I cut out of colored cardstock and a white background. Look how cute this is when it layers up. We have, and I left it open-ended because as a crafter, I wanted to be able to do different things with it. And I wanted to be able to put it on an A2 size card going this way, horizontal, or going, let me get a card base, or going this way. So I wanted long ways, or to be able to do it this way. So you just have one little image maybe on an A2 in portrait style. So I this is one I did. You can't see where the white is because I didn't color the background because I just wanted to see how it looked. This is actually the wrong way. I cut this one upside down and I used the negative, but that's what's fun because no one would ever know because it's actually supposed to look like that. See the difference? But if you like it the other way, you can use it whatever way you want. So there's that one. And here's what it looks like when it's all cut. Now you can cut into each piece and you know, layer it up so you don't have any extra thickness, or cut each one and then decide where you want to place it on your card and layer it up. That's up to you. So let me show you. I have a white because if it's cresting, you might have the white at the top. I was trying to think this through. And then maybe it gets a little bit lighter. And then you would have the darkest color kind of in the middle, right? You know, your darkest color of the water kind of going up into the middle of that. And then we would have, I'm trying to pull all these little fuzzies out. You might have your ocean kind of going like that. And then it'd be lightest as you get closer to the beach, right? So I created this and I loved it so much. I got back with the artist illustrator and I said, well, now I need some critters who are surfing because I really wanted someone to be riding this wave. And you have to see this. Look at this. So first of all, isn't that awesome? And I made it longer so that scrapbookers could use it also. So you can die cut these and use it on your card. You could make it one layer by cutting into each layer and then just piecing them together. Or you can layer it for lots of dimension. Or use the negatives, or use these and you can use it as a stencil to ink blend over it, right? So many things you can do with this one. So this is the stamp set that came from it. I said, well, if I have this, then I need these cute little guys riding the waves. And look, I mean, come on. And then here's my absolute favorite. Look at this cute little hippo. Here she's got a little bikini on, but I envisioned her. I asked for this specifically. I said, how about somebody in an inner tube? Because I want her in a floaty tucked in here in the waves and kind of floating here while this cute guy is on the wave. How cute. And here's what you have to know. These little sunglasses fit her perfectly on her little noggin. These fit perfectly. And wait, I want different sizes. I wanted seashells floating in the waves. I wanted flowers. Now, here's the thing. These flowers or sea stars or shells, you can stamp on the surfboard on this one right here. So if you want a design on your surfboard, you could stamp those in there or color these, die cut them out. Are you ready? Wait for it. You have to see how cute it is to put a seashell or a sea star or a flower on her little ear. Oh my gosh, one of these fits perfectly. Of each one of these, you can put whatever you want, put it on her little ear, and then put her floating in the waves, and then you have all these other little shells and sea stars floating. Put her little glasses on her, and she's in the waves while this cool dude is, and look, I asked for swim trunks on him because at first he didn't have any swim trunks, and I said, oh, we need a cute little bikini and we need swim trunks. Stop it. Isn't that cute? So this one's called Waving Hello, and it's surfing. And you know, as a crafter, I try to think of things like, what do I want? Most of the time, I don't really need a beachy kind of like sentiment because you're normally sending it for like birthdays and thank yous and hellos. Those are the three main cards I send. So if you look at the sentiments, most of them work for almost anything. So this one's Waving Hello. Surfing by to say hi. Life is a beach, enjoy the waves. Couldn't help myself, had to include a cute one like that. High tides and good vibes, because that could go for most anything, right? And this one is a 4x6 stamp set. So it, a little bit smaller than the other two. The other one was a 6x6 and then the other one was 6x8, big one. So aren't they so cute? So I tried to really think about sentiments that you could use, you know, not just like, you know, this one's cute and it goes with this design, but you're still sending it like to cheer someone up or as a hello or whatever, you know, good vibes. So seriously, so cute. So I first had this one and then I had to have that one. So, and then of course the coordinating dies, a little die to cut all the little pieces out because we have to have all the little bits and bobs, right? Funny story, they were not going to be able to get this to me, the manufacturer of the card and the insert card and the packaging. They had a malfunction in the factory and they weren't going to be able to get this to me by the time of the Nashville Craft Retreat. And I said, if the dies are done, just send me the dies. I'll put it on. I don't even care. It's kind of janky. So you have some homemade, you know, packaging, but I got the dies in time to be able to have them for the craft retreat. And that's all that matters. So thank you to my dream team. We sat at the table the night before the retreat and everybody put these together. Like seriously, all the dies came individually packaged. One bag of all the little guy. And look how perfectly they did it, exactly the way the picture was supposed to go and how they should be put on a backing card. So thank you to my dream team, Diana, Stacy, Lisa, Kathy, Andrea. I'm not sure. I don't know if Andrea was here to do that, but they're all part of the dream team and like sat down and did that the night before. Zoe was part of the dream team. She was a teacher. And so, and then we had Natalie, who was new this year too. And oh my goodness, Natalie, we all just loved her too. So seriously, it was the dream team this year. Zoe started calling them the dream team, and I love that. Finally, here's the last 4x6 stamp set. I wanted a stamp set that I wanted. And every morning I get up and I tell my family, good morning, sunshine. Good night. It's just good night. But good morning, sunshine. I say every morning, especially to my son. And so I had to have a good morning, sunshine. And all of these kind of tuck in and work. And look, we can't just have one, right? We have to have different ones. And then all these little things that go and coordinate with sunshine. And I even gave you some ampersands and we have an exclamation point. By the way, Zoe pointed out to me, it's kind of right on the edge. Do not lose that little exclamation point. Move it inwards, move it somewhere inside. And there's another one. So move your little doodads inside so they don't get lost. Good point she made. Be your own sunshine, less shade, more sunshine, smile sunshine, sunshine on a cloudy day, sunshine, you make my day brighter. All these, sweet tea and sunshine, I think was sweet tea and good times. Like if you're in the South, you got to have your sweet tea, right? You are my sunshine. Hey there, sunshine. You're a ray of sunshine. All that. Sunshine on a cloudy day. Be your own sunshine. You make me smile, sunshine. So they all work together and you have different sizes in all the different little fonts. And then I just created, I didn't think we needed one for all these, and it kind of saves on the cost of the dies for you too. So, but I wanted what I wanted. So this sunshine and this sunshine, we have little dies, and you know, I like them very detailed, that'll cut out, right? But then I wanted one that could stand alone. You don't even have to stamp it if you don't want to, because this sunshine cuts it perfectly with the little eye dot, the tittle, and it's got a little shadow. So that can be a standalone sunshine, or you can stamp it. This cuts out exactly like this one. So you can stamp it, you can heat emboss it, do all kinds of things, and then layer it up on the shadow die cut, or you can die cut like maybe out of like sparkly, glittery cardstock, things like that. So I want what I want, right? So this is the Hey There Sunshine stamp and die set, okay? And I have lots of these in the store. So there's, you don't have to worry about this one, I don't think, selling out. But I just love that. So many things to do. And I did, it's the one set that I got to use this week. And are you ready? Because it pairs perfectly with this new standalone die. Oh, this took a lot of work for my vision in my head to get a graphic artist to design it just right. And if you didn't know, I'm kind of picky, and I kept going back and I kept going back and saying, well, I want this one this way, and I don't like this ray, but I like that one. And it doesn't have to be completely symmetrical. It can be a little bit wonky because that's what makes it fun, but it needs to be a little bit more symmetrical. And went back and forth and back and forth, and try to tell someone who's not a card maker to make these little perforated dots completely evenly spaced, and to tell them, you know, oh, I want some here, and then I want some on the inside, and then I need this little face. It was a lot of work, let me tell you. But the results, oh my goodness, I only have one of these left. These sold out at the craft retreat. I thought I only had one, and I thought it sold today, but I do have one more. So as of starting this live, this is the only one I have left. I don't know if anybody's gone in the store, but if you didn't get one, I do have a reorder coming, but it will probably not be here for 2 weeks. I have the Bonaire Sun. That's where we were when I was going back and forth with the it's Sweet Sunshine layered dies. So you get all these pieces with it, and here's what it does. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 dies, and there are so many possibilities because look. It can be a flower. Can you see it? Can you see it? It could be a flower. And if you take the inner cut and you put it in there, look, it can become a sunflower. Oh, Jackie, it's already gone. Someone went on and bought it. Listen, Jackie, I already have the reorder in, and maybe a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. And we don't know how to use the website well enough yet to do a pre-order or notify me, because those are all different apps I have to connect. But check back and I'll let you know. I'll make an announcement when it's back in stock. That and the layered waves, because this sold almost out, and I reordered more of these because I never want these to go out of the store. Because if you go on vacation in the winter time, or you know, someone's doing a scrapbook page in the winter time, I always want these. I never see these not being in my shop. And so I reordered both of these because they sold like hotcakes as soon as I showed them. So they'll be here in about a week and a half. But look, you can do a sunflower, seriously. And look, I made a shaker. This is the chandelier mix, and I just added the face to it. Look how cute. Okay, and I'll let you know too. Hi, Flora. Thank you so much. So look, here's a shaker, and then this is, look, the middle, I doubled it up, and I made a shaker with this. And because I wanted a goldish kind of, I had to make a new mix. So just for y'all, this is called Showgirl. Look at it. It has kind of a gold tinge to it. So what's in this little guy is Chandelier, my own custom mix, kind of a silvery glint to it. This one has a little bit of a gold. It's hard to see in the camera. So this is like the cousin to Chandelier, but they're both perfect shaker mixes. And so I put a little bit too much. I got so excited about it in this one, so it doesn't shake so much. But look, so he can be a flower. He can be a smaller sun. Hi, Melissa. Thank you. Look, so you have different sizes. More is more in my world, and I wanted it the way I wanted it. And then I wanted that cute little face. Here's how the face works. See how it's its own little thing, and it doesn't have an outline to it, because I didn't want to cut the whole thing out. Look, I wanted, can you see it? I wanted it to be like that, so you could move it anywhere in the middle that you wanted it. And here's what happens. I am not kidding. Wherever you put it, it looks like it's looking that direction. So if you put it down here, all the way right here, it looks like it's looking down on your card this way. Okay. If you move it up, so it's all the way at the top and his little eyes are up there, it looks like he's looking up. So that's what's really cool about that. And we finally got it exactly the way I wanted it. Like nothing. I wanted to make sure that I hadn't seen something somewhere like it. I didn't, sometimes you have something in your mind from another company, but I had all these ideas and I went and I looked, couldn't find anything I wanted from anybody else. So I designed it myself. Ta-da! Love it. And this is that cute little face. I just used a colored pencil to make the face a little bit darker. And then here is that die cut sunshine, a little bit of ink blending with the shadow. Look how perfect that shadow is on there. And then one of the sentiments, sunshine, you make my day brighter. How cute. Isn't he cute? Zoe did a card sample for me and she did it like a sunflower. How perfect will this be in the fall to create sunflower cards? Sunflower shaker cards, sunflower cards. You have to go see her card. It's up on this die set so you can see it. And I think for the sentiment set. Thanks, Flora. My mouth is like, I've been talking too much today. So love that, love that. This is sold out, but like I said, check back about a week and a half and it'll be back in stock. I mean, as soon as I showed it at the retreat, it sold out. So, and I just had, I think, 2 left. So that's those. So that means someone got this one. Someone did. Okay. What time is it? It's 7:30. We've been here half an hour. We're going to do 2 giveaways tonight. So we're going to do one right now. And you know me, I always do this the old-fashioned way. Let's do this. I'm going to give away this stamp set to one lucky winner who's watching right now. You have to be on the live. And I do this the old-fashioned way. Everybody pick a number between, I don't know how many people are on here, 0 and 100. Type in the numbers, type in the words, and 1, 2, 3, go. And don't pick a number that someone else has picked. Try to pick a different one, and tell them if they picked one that someone else picked. And because there's a little bit of a lag, and then we will have Alexa pick a number randomly, and that person will win. I will send you the brand new Waving Hello stamp set from My Pretty Things. Okay. And by the way, that artist did my logo. I own that. She did it just for me. No one else can ever have my logo. And look how cute it is. And did you see my tagline? Crafting friendships every day. I am so excited about that tagline. I can't stand it. Like, I had that epiphany in the car and I came home and Ricardo said, that's it. Because it has my everyday from Everyday Expressions, crafting friendships every day, because that is what I think this business has given me more than anything else, is amazing friends, an amazing crafty community, and I just think it's perfect. Crafting friendships every day, because that's what we do. And I'll not get too verklempt, but I absolutely am in love with my tagline, and it's on that bag. Did you see it? And it's on all of my logos. It looks like it's coming out of the cute little elephants. If you know me, elephants are my absolute favorite animal in the whole world. So it was perfect. I asked Dawn to do my logo for me, and she agreed. And so with that tagline, and my company name, I am obsessed. So I love it. Keep going. We need to have some other numbers. I'll give you some time. I'm not sure how many people are on here. And of course, my dream team, they already have everything. So they probably aren't going to put it in. Laura Stahl, did you put a number in? We don't have very many numbers. Might not have many people on here. Finally, while we're waiting for the final numbers to come in, I have a 3-layered stencil. Now, this stencil is kind of hard to imagine, and I was so trying to get everything out the door. There's no verbiage on the back of these cards. Eventually, all those extras and doodads will be on there, but didn't even have time to do pictures of the different stencils and how they work. This one, hi, Belinda. Wow, just joining on. Congratulations. Thank you, Belinda. You jumped on just in time. Pick a number between 0 and 100 and put it in there. And we're going to pick a lucky winner for the Waving Hello stamp set. As long as it's in the United States. I'm not shipping internationally yet. Eventually I will. But right now it's like one thing, baby steps, right? So here's this cool thing. It's kind of funky. It's not for everybody. I get that. However, once you see it, Andre created a really cute card with a cute background. There's so many different things. This is just one layer. I think this is layer A. And it's kind of funky because you have your waves going different directions. You could mask off and just do the waves going in the right direction if that's what you really wanted, right? And then move it down your page. So don't think that that's not an option. If you're more of a traditionalist inside the box and you're like, you know, I want the waves going the right way, then you can mask it off and use it that way. And then just take it down your page, right? You can, that's just layer A, and I did kind of an ombre effect. So they're kind of funky, go in different directions. But this is layer A. Layer B is these cute little lines that look kind of sparkly. And I moved it up and down because it kind of goes just one way. And look, and then layer C is the negative space to this. So whereas A does these lines, C fills in all this space. So you have lots and lots of options. And this one I ink blended, and then I used, I think, what did I use on this? Oh, I used some shimmer spritz from Tim Holtz, and then spritzed some water and pulled it up. So look, I did a little bit of everything. So this is a really, there are so many options and things you can do with this really cool kind of funky 3-layered stencil. That stencil is called Making Waves Layered Stencil. So it's a little bit funky. It's a little bit outside the box. If you want the straight and narrow, all you have to do is mask it off. What company did you work with? Belinda, this is my company. My Pretty Stamps is the name, or My Pretty Things. See, I forget myself. My Pretty Things. It's the web page is my-pretty-things, and it's also down in the description. And by the way, one thing I want to tell everybody, I forgot. If you order $75 or more before tax and shipping, you get free shipping. Free shipping on orders over $75. And I'm including a little tiny thank you gift in all the orders right now too. You get a little sample of the Showgirl, let me show you, mix. And you know, if you know me, this is one of my favorite things to do. Look, this is Showgirl. How pretty is it? With just a little hint of gold in it. You can't really see it in the camera or in the shaker, but when you get it, you see that it's got a little hint of gold. Chandelier is a little bit more silvery, and Showgirl, look, it's got stars. Can you see it? It's got stars in there. Can you see it on my hand? Hollowed out stars. It's got full stars that are small. We have sequins. We have confetti, all kinds. And it's the perfect mix to go behind anything. But I wanted it for that layered sunshine die. So this is called Showgirl, and I'm sending a little sample with every order right now. And so that's really fun, and that's what's in this little shaker right now. So every order gets that. Every order $75 or more gets free shipping, and shipping is normally $6.95. So I know, Stacy, isn't it cute? See, that's brand new. Okay, let's go ahead and pick numbers. Are you ready? Let's do it the old-fashioned way. Alexa, pick a number between 0 and 100.
There's a number between 0 and 100. It's 79.
79. Oh, Belinda picked 78. Did anybody? Oh, Flora was so close. She had 77. I don't think anybody could get any closer. Belinda, congratulations. I'm so excited. She just jumped on and she won. I'm so excited that you found us. Belinda, if you can email me at, let me think, it's myprettythings.mpt@gmail.com. Email me your contact information, your address, and I will send you the waving hello stamp set. And I'll also add in a pack of the showgirl sequins. Okay, congratulations. I'm so excited. That's myprettythings.mpt@gmail.com. Okay, so email me. Congratulations, Belinda, and thanks for joining us. So she won that. Now I'm still going. This was all part of the release. I buy this artwork. I don't do this artwork myself. I'm not that talented. I buy the individual images and then I put it together and create my own paper packs. If you've followed me, I love to do this. You know, this is my fourth paper pack. It's 6x6, 24 pages printed on both sides. And I love to use it I look at it from a mini album maker, scrapbooker. I'm not a huge scrapbooker, but I love mini albums. I talk to my scrapbooker friends. Natalie helped me kind of pick some of the sentiments and things like that. Oh, Kathy, she just joined and didn't see the notification. That's okay, Kathy. We're going to do another giveaway. We're going to do one more giveaway. And you don't know when I'm going to do it, so you have to be on. So this is my paper pack. And we did 2 ephemera packs, and they have different images. We have Beach Vibes 1 and Beach Vibes 2, and Natalie helped me pick the sentiments because she said, you don't always want it to say the beach. Sometimes you just want it to say vacation or, you know, this family time. And look how cute those little images are. So that's the ephemera. Okay. So we have 2 different packs. Everybody who came to the retreat got a pack of the paper, and they got Beach Vibes 1. So if you came to the retreat and you didn't get 2, that's the other pack, and they're totally different images. And I think there's like, don't quote me, but I think if we counted it up, there's like 40 to 50 images on each one. I'm not sure. But that's the Beach Vibes. And this was even before I picked I decided to start my company with the new logo and everything. So the logo is my everyday expressions, but all the new logos, see, this one even says My Pretty Paper for My Pretty Things. The Beach Vibes. So we're going to do a giveaway in a little bit, and you're going to get the Beach Vibes paper and Beach Vibes 2 ephemera. Okay. So, but we're not going to do that one yet. And I'll show you some of the papers real fast because this is getting longer and we aren't even going to have any time to craft, right? Let me see. So I'm trying to figure out, this is all out of order because I was messing with it. And let's see, here we go. This is what, when you open up the paper pack, this is page 1 and they are printed on the back. That's the back. I like to do lots of solids, so you have choices. Look how cute this ocean scene is. And here, because I craft every day, I try to do some of these. This is about 3 inches tall, or you could cut it that way. You could do a mini slimline with this mini slimline card because this is 6 inches. And I try to design a lot of things so you can use it. And you could do a mini slimline and then have this for a tag or whatever else you wanted to use. See, I'm always thinking about that. Here's the back, the cute seashells. There's our hippie van. I try not to do too many scenes, but I can't help it. I love to do scenes. This is really cute. Natalie Fussy cut out one of the vans and used it on a project. She's fantastic. There's the back. So you have the greens. Look how cute this is. I love a good pattern with the all the coral and the fish and things. And look at the back, seashells. Look at the huts. How cute. And there's a little beach hut in the ephemera. So I created all these scenes with the artwork that I buy from the artists. And then I love just a good whitewash kind of wood plank. If you're scrapbooking, creating mini albums, it's just a good wood kind of plank wall. And the gray whitewash I thought would be good. I love a good floral. There's the back. Look how pretty this one is. Lots of, look, look at how it's kind of like flowy. I love to do all those layers. Can you see the detail in like the little printed page behind it? There's a blue. Look at our bird. How cute is our bird? Seriously. You can see all the detail in the background there. I love all the layers like that. I love when scrapbook papers have that. There's just a neutral wood. Here's the van that Natalie fussy cut as a pocket. Isn't that so cute? Love that one. Look at that one with all the beach things. This little bird, I love him so much. I didn't have Ricardo convinced on using him, but I liked him a lot because I also like the colors of these pages. They were a little bit different with the blues. And then look at this yellow and pink page with this flamingo. And I love kind of the vintagey overlay I put on that. It's got lots of texture and look to it, and I love that. And then there's the back. And then the final page, if you know my paper and the way I love to do my paper, I always, as a mini album maker and a card maker, I love to include sentiments that are real super easy. Just put it in your little trimmer and trim that up and cut them apart. I love that. And I love a good stamp, vintage looking stamp that you can cut apart or leave in a strip as a decoration. And then I love, love, love bingo cards and like tickets and ephemera. So you can cut these apart and use them as layering pieces. And so they're actual vintage ephemera. So they, you know, if you notice, it's not like a perfect edge here because it was a picture of like real vintage tickets and bingo cards and things like that. So you can cut these apart and layer them up. Zoe's mixed media class, she used a lot of these and layered it up, and it was fantastic. So that's the paper collection with the ephemera. 2 more things to show you. It just goes on and on and on and on because I couldn't stop myself. Story of my life. This was the very first thing that I had manufactured last fall. We sold out of the 20 pack of pens because if you're a crafter, and I have to say, you know, a girl or a crafty guy, I mean, pens are everything. And these are gel pens. And I used these from the manufacturer myself for a long time before I decided these were fantastic pens. So we have 5 packs. Everybody at the craft retreat got this one. And look how they write. I named this one. This is the Tropics. Okay. And these are the colors. Aren't they cute? And they are a 0.5 millimeter fine tip that is not too fine because I don't like a real fine, like an extra fine. And they write fantastically. So I have 5 packs of pens. The Tropics, I call these rare finds. Look how pretty these colors are. Seriously. Oh, indigo. We have Gerbera red, old hat, olive green, new blue, and oh, indigo. Aren't those pretty? The rare finds. Okay. I didn't tell you these. These are the Tropics. Pink drink, warm sunshine, tropical turquoise, Caribbean blue, and purple punch. Earth tones. I have to tell you, I'm like, oh, those are pretty okay. Until I opened them up and wrote with them. How perfect would these be for Christmas? Look at real red, southwestern clay, cool gray, forest green, and denim blue. Look at the real red and the forest green for holiday cards. Come on. Perfect. Those are the earth tones. These are all in the store. And then, wait a minute. Oh, I lost my pastels. I don't have my pastels. But these are the pastels. And they're a little bit more vibrant than you think. They're really pretty. Oh, wait. Is it on the back of one? Might be on the back of one of these other ones. Or else I just lost it. Oh, well. They're cute. Nope. I don't know where it went. But I have pastels. These are all in the store. But wait. Are you ready? They all say, my pretty pens. This is where it all started. I wanted to name these. And of course, I was thinking of another like fun little toy that looks like a horse and it's got a mane with a pretty tail. Little kids have them. All the girls love them. And that's what, and I was an English major, so I love like all the letters and things. MPP, my pretty pins. How cute. They all say my pretty pins. Every single pen says my pretty pins because we all want pretty things, right? And that's where the name of my company came about. I love it. All came from this cute pens that I'm obsessed with. These are where it all started. I think my husband Ricardo thought I was nuts when I said I want to manufacture my own pens with my company name on it. And he had no idea that women were as nuts for pens as we are, because we sold out of all the 20 packs. We had 20 packs of pens, sold every single set. And then I had people asking me for them after the retreat, and I was like, they're sold out, and I don't plan to replenish them right now. So if you like pens and you want a fantastic gel pen, I'm telling you, everybody will tell you. I've had so many people message me and tell me how much they love these pens. Like, I only want to put things in my store that I myself use and that I want. And so these, I love them. Love them, love them, love them. And I've used them for almost, I think I've used them for over a year now, before I had them manufactured. Okay, one more. Have I lost everybody? I know you can never have enough pens. Look, if you know me, I love to create my own mixes. By the way, my Etsy store is no more. Now that we have the online store, my-pretty-things.com, my Etsy store is no more. So you have to get everything on the Shopify store. So here's what we've got. When you order online, for right now, while I have these, you get them in these adorable little tin canisters. This is the small size. I say approximately 10 grams. That's about industry norm. It's about a tablespoon. I tend to give you a little bit more because I actually weigh every single one before I ship them out. Normally, don't quote me, but normally you get about 12 grams. And so if it doesn't look like there's as much in one, trust me, you could even weigh it. 12 grams usually. I always say 10 grams, about a tablespoon. These are the small ones. You can save $1 and get double the amount for $10.99. There's like a bigger canister that you can get. Okay, let's go through them real fast. I have wintry mixes. This one is called Winter Girl. It's the perfect mix of lavenders and pinks and gems and snowflakes. I call this an embellishment mix because it's got gems in it. It's not a flat mix. We've got Winter Girl, gingerbread. Look at that. Stinking cute. It's got pearls in it. It's got clay bits, snowflakes, gingerbread men, so many things. I think there's gems in there. Yes, there's a gem. This is peppermint. I don't have much peppermint left. It's got half round pearls, some gems, all kinds of things in there with those cute little peppermints and clay bits. Little bit of peppermint left. This one is called Frosted Crystal. It pairs with my Sweet Dreams paper collection. There's mint and blue and lavender and pink in there, all kinds of things. It's another embellishment mix because it's got all kinds of things you could use. Sequins, confetti, everything. Cookie sprinkles. I'm going to go faster. This one is called, I forget what this one is called. Evergreen embellishment mix, because there's a little bit of everything in there. This embellishment mix, I love it. This pairs with my Through the Woods paper collection. It's got blues in there. This is called Snowy Day, one of my favorite children's books. My hand's shaking. As a teacher by, I forget her name. Love to read this book in the wintertime. Snowy Day. It's got little snowflake sequins in there and some blue gems and some grays. Made me think of that wonderful story. Santa Baby. It's a throwback to the 70s. Very vintage. Gold, red, greens. Different. This is a shaker mix because it's more flat. There's no beads or gems in there. Okay, there's my retro. And this one, I love this. It's called Ice Princess. It has all the silvery blue snowflake sequins, and I believe this is a shaker mix. It's a flat mix. Look, it's got big snowflakes, little snowflakes. It is fantastic. I know, Belinda, the pins are fantastic. This is worn silver, flat beads, embellishment mix, old gold. Look, it's a matte gold and a matte silver. Love those. Then I have a gold sequin mix. It's a shaker mix, confetti and sequins. I have a silver one. I don't even know. Oh, I think it's polished silver and polished gold. Shaker mix, flat. I have a formal affair that just has black and white gems, embellishment mix. This actually is fantastic for all your mixed media and funky cards that you just need a little bit of white, or maybe you like the look of the black dots. This is gray pearl. Look how pretty these are. All these are in the store, by the way. And then we've got some summertime mixes. Oh, Maui. Look, it's got little sequin flowers, pink and yellow. This is an embellishment mix. It's got yellow gems and green gems and sequins and confetti. And it even has some clear little dewdrops in there. Oh, Maui. This one, I'm going to get them mixed up. This one is Sea Stars because it's got blue stars in it. And it's more of a blue and a white and a turquoise mix. It leans more to the blue side. This one is New Shells from one of my favorite kids movies, a line from that, New Shells. It's got, can you see the seashells in there? But it's more of a turquoise mix, embellishment mix with gems and pearls and things like that, and all those cute little seashells and sequins. From this year's retreat, we have Pacific Blue. Look how pretty this is. This is an embellishment mix. There's beads in there. A little bit, actually, this is a little bit more of a shaker mix. Look at the star and the bugle beads and confetti and those pretty blues. Then we've got Pretty in Pink. Look, it's got pink seashells and confetti and sequins. It's a shaker mix because it's flat. Look how cute that is. We all need pink seashells in our lives, right? This one, I forget the name of it, but it's like glittery gems. So they're all gems with glitter, gold glitter. These, someone was asking me about these today. These are like the perfect embellishment mix because they're called dewdrops. They literally look like a little drop of water, and there's all different sizes. Can you see it? Like there's one. I'm going to lose them everywhere. These, I love these. These are like perfect, and they go on everything. And there's all, I love all different sizes. So there's, I think there's all the way down to 2 or 3 millimeters, 4 millimeters, 6 millimeters. I love the dewdrops. They go on everything. They're perfect. So those are dewdrops. Those are always a fan favorite. I always sell lots of those. Here is the perfect shaker mix, Chandelier. It is fantastic. There's even some little bugle beads. This is the one that has the silvery tint. There's some stars, sequins, confetti. And then here's the new one that is the cousin. And I don't even know if you can see the difference on camera. This one has the gold tint. This is more silvery and clear. This is Showgirl, and this is Chandelier. Okay, so there is a difference. And those are the perfect shaker mixes that won't kind of compete with your card. 2 more. This one's not even in the store. I don't know why. I need to get it in there. It's a clear kind of diamond gem. Perfect for almost any card. And there's all different sizes. I love small gems up to the 6 millimeter gems. So I always include all different sizes. This will take on colors that it's near because that's just what they do, the gems. And then finally, everybody loves this. It's called Bougie. It's a flat back bead, and there's gold and silver in there in all different sizes. And I use this one all the time because you always need a good bead on a card, right? Hi, Christy. How are you? So one of my favorite things to do is create these mixes. So there are a ton of these in the store. That's it. That is everything I pretty much think, I don't know if I've forgotten anything or not. In the new store, my-pretty-thing.com, I appreciate everybody who has gone on and already made a purchase. And don't forget, $75 before tax and shipping, and you get free shipping. I'm not shipping internationally yet. In the United States, free shipping. Now, if you place an order tonight and tomorrow before 3, I will get them all out tomorrow. Promise. Unless I get like 10,000, but that's not going to happen. So, all orders will go out. And then what's going to happen is we have a lot going on next week, like a lot family stuff. So we will be in and out, and shipping is going to be stalled. I'm kind of doing a soft opening if you hadn't figured it out. But I really wanted to get it open and get it out there. And believe me, listen, I know the website. Let me do this. I know the website isn't as pretty as we want it to be, but sometimes you just have to, like, for the sake of business, just hit the button and get it out there and let everybody shop, because I didn't want you to miss the summertime. I didn't want to miss that, like, important time. So all orders tonight and tomorrow until 3 o'clock Central Time will be put in the mail. Okay. And they'll go out. And then you can still place orders, but just like small businesses do, lots of times they'll say, there's vacation or there's stuff going on for the summertime, and we won't be shipping any orders next week, but we'll resume, and I'll get all the orders out. If you place an order next week, I promise it'll go out on the following Monday, a week from Monday. So I'll get all the orders out tonight to 3 o'clock tomorrow. And then you can still place orders. We're not going to close the store, but then shipping will resume on Monday, because there's just too much going on and I can't make promises next week. That was all already planned before the whole craziness of opening the store came in. So I spent all the time kind of sharing all of my thinking and everything. Christy's making her shopping list. Thank you, Christy. And everybody gets a little sample of the new Showgirl sequin mix and free shipping over $75. So I didn't get to color anything, which is probably a good thing, because I'm kind of nervous and I haven't even practiced coloring these yet, but look how cute. Go on the website and look at each stamp set, because I've put pictures that the Dream Team has already put out. And stay tuned, because next week, I'm hoping at the end of next week, we're going to do an Instagram hop, and there will be giveaways for that too. So let's go ahead and do the final giveaway. I'm going to do a pack of the My Pretty paper, and what did I say? Beach Vibes 2. And I'll throw in a sequin mix. How about that? I'll throw in a sequin mix too. We'll do Pacific Blue or Pretty in Pink. You get to choose. So let's do this giveaway. Everybody put in a number 100 to 200 this time, so we don't have any confusion. 100 to 200. Belinda won the first one. Now let's see. Everybody put your name in, and Christy already has that sunshine die. Okay, put your number in, and let's do this giveaway. And just open to people on right now, not after we're all done. And we will do this giveaway. 100 to 200. Put your number in. And don't pick someone else's. Try to check and not pick someone else's. And, well, Flora, I get so excited. And I know everybody's as excited as I am. And we all love giveaways, right? And so I want to make sure I get all this fun stuff in everybody's hands. So pick a number between 100 and 200. The number closest without going over will win. Okay? Get your numbers in. And I know my Dream Team, they have everything already, so none of them are putting their numbers in. And don't forget, please, please, please like this video. Give it a thumbs up, because that gets it boosted in people to see it. And hit the subscribe button. I probably won't create my own right now kind of YouTube for my store. We'll just keep it on my everyday expressions. And so come back here, hit that notification button, go to the website, subscribe to join the club and get emails, and maybe you'll get special discounts and things that are emailed out to you. Don't forget to share this video. If you love everything and you want people to see it, please share it. Anybody else? I only have a few people. Christy, did you get your number in? Are you still on here? Kathy, did you get a number in? I know there were people on here. Get your number in. Who else did I see? Laura was on here. Laura got her number in. Flora got hers in. Kathy, there. Kathy has one in. Was there anybody else on that needs to put in a number? Laura says Zoe's class was the best. I didn't get to see Zoe's class. I missed it. Cindy's got her number in. Cindy, thank you again for your order today. Patty put in an order. Amber put in an order. Cindy put in an order. Who am I forgetting? Someone else put in an order. I had a few orders today, so it was exciting. Jackie's got her number in. Going once. Anybody else? Going twice. Anybody else? And you're going to get this paper pack ephemera and a sequin mix. Ready? Here we go. Alexa, pick a random number between 100 and 200.
I'm not quite sure how to help you.
Oh, she's going to be a pain now. Oh, Kathy lost her feed for a while. Kathy, you got your number in though already. Alexa, pick a number between 100 and 200.
I'm not quite sure how to help you.
She's going to be a pain. Alexa, pick a number between 100 and 200.
I'm not quite sure how to
She's going to be a pain. Let's see. What can we do? Let's try it again. I'm going to try it one more time and we'll see if she figures it out. Alexa, pick a number from 100 to 200.
There's a number between 100 and 200. It's 146.
146. Laura Stahl. 145. Woo! She finally did it. 146 was the number. Laura Stahl, congratulations. Email me or you can Facebook message me because you know where to find me. And oh, hi Macy. I miss my sweet girl Macy. Macy gave me a card at the retreat. She would come say hi to me. That's Laura's granddaughter. Hi Macy. Grandma just won. Yay, Grandma. And let me know whether you want the pink or the blue shaker mix, Laura, and I will get this sent out to you tomorrow. And Belinda, make sure you email me. Okay, everybody, don't forget, if you like the sun dye or if we sell out of the layered waves dyes, they should be restocked in about a week and a half. So check back or make sure you click join the club so I can notify you when they are restocked. Should just be a week and a half. They're almost done. Okay, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. This was fun. I didn't get to color, but you saw how cute. And go look at the cards that Zoe and Andrea made. And I did make the one. Don't forget my cute sunshine card. Go on the website, my-pretty-things. And look at the makes and stay tuned for the Instagram hopping on Instagram. And it's all listed down there in the description. The store and everything is on there. Belinda, it's myprettythings.mp, M as in Mary, PT, myprettythings @gmail.com. myprettythings.mpt@gmail.com. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for joining me. And I will not be live because I told you it's so crazy next week. I won't be live next week, but I will in the week after that. And by the way, I did another video live earlier today. If you like ink blending, we did this card together. And it was really cute. Okay. So you can go watch that live too. This is from the workshop from the greetery. Okay, bye everybody. Thanks again for joining me and for being so kind and supportive in all this. I'm so excited. Talk to you later. Bye bye.